Alright, here's my take on this case. I don't know much about it, never heard about it until today. Apparently, back in April of 2016, 8 family members at 4 different scenes were killed. Well, today, I guess, they've arrested 4 family members from another family for the killings. Okay, it all starts out. We got Dana Rhoden, Christopher Rhoden. They're divorced. They have 3 children together. Hannah Mae, who's 19, Christopher Rhoden, who's 16, and Clarence Rhoden, who's 20. Now, apparently, Hanna Mae Rhoden had a 2.5-year-old daughter, Sophia, with this guy, Jake, who is now one of the ones arrested for the 8 murders. She also already had a 4-day-old infant who was left unharmed in the home. So we've got, okay, their oldest son, let's start there, Clarence Rhoden, 20. He's got a 3-year-old child who apparently is the one that found his dead body. And he also has a 6-month-old child with another woman, this Miss Hannah Gilley, who's the only one that's not really related to this whole situation, but, you know, she was there, and I don't know if she lived there, but she was at least in the bed with this Clarence Rhoden with their 6-month-old in between them, and both the parents got killed, and the 6-year-old was fine. And then the little brother, Christopher Rhoden Jr. All right, well, my first thought is this. Clarence is 20, got 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. He's engaged. Everybody's engaged nowadays. Nobody gets married. Everybody's engaged, until they're engaged to somebody else and having kids with somebody else. Then they're engaged again to somebody else. All right, this Hanna Mae Rhoden, 19, has already got her 2 kids. I guess she had her first one at 15 or 16. Anyway, let's look at the mom, Dana. Dana's 37. Her oldest child is Clarence, is 20. So she had Clarence at 17, had Hannah at 18, and then had the youngest, Christopher, a few years later. Dad's brother gets killed. His cousin gets killed. Like, I don't know if these people had even put their 2 cents into this custody dispute, or they were just there, and so they got killed to not leave a witness. But anyway, these are the 4 that have been arrested. This Jake over here on the end, he apparently is the dad of the Hannah girl's 2.5-year-old child, Sophia, whatever. And there was a custody dispute. Shortly after the murders, I guess, these people right here sold all their stuff and moved to Alaska. Well, that's the first mistake. Alaska's expensive, and it's still America. If you're going to sell all your stuff and move somewhere, there's 14 countries that won't extradite you. Pick one of those. Okay, this is just another family tree thing we'll get back to later. All right, Christopher Rhoden, 40. Talks about da-da-da-da-da. I don't guess he had a real big job other than he has a really super nice grow house, which I could put so many horses in. Like I said, I guess that he was arrested for this stuff in 2012, but not much must have come of it because he was out to get murdered in 2016, which seems a shame. Here's Dana, 37. His ex, the mom of the 3 children that are now spitting out children. So, she worked as a nurse's aide. I don't know, who knows. And this lady is dead too, and I feel awful about that. And her kids needed to quit having a bunch of kids with a bunch of other people. And I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying this in general. Everybody was slinging words back and forth because that's the way all this shit always happens. All right, Christopher Rhoden, 16. Born into it, was in the house, got killed. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. My son, my sweet Logan, died at 16, and everybody knows I hate when kids that are born into a situation, especially they have no freaking control over, end up getting hurt in this shit. But like I said, even if he said words, he was only 16, so he can't help what he was born into. Clarence, here's the oldest son of the ex-mom and dad that are divorced. He had his 3-year-old that I believe found his body. This says 11 months old, but the baby was 6 months old when the murders happened, and the 6-month-old was in bed laying in between him and his fiancée, Hannah Gilley, who just got, I don't know if she had words in it either, but apparently this guy did have a job, though, so I might be a little bit impressed about that, but quit having kids with people. Start marrying people, making commitments. Won't be quite so many custody disputes and people getting shot up in the head in the middle of the frickin' night. And I mean, like I said, everybody in the house would have got killed anyway, but you don't know. Where there was 4 different scenes, there's been people at other scenes that have put their 2 cents in where it wasn't welcome and it wasn't needed. This guy here, drug and alcohol issues. Well, 3 of the 4 murder scenes all were currently being used as drug places, so I don't know how he was doing with those alcohol and drug issues. This poor guy here gets up at 4 a.m. every day to go to work. That's what this says. If he's been doing that for more than a few years, then I hate he got caught up in this shit. But he did. Like I said, it's just like a brother, cousin, or something to the father of the father. I mean, I don't know, but like I said, who knows? Maybe he put his 2 cents in, and, you know, everybody wants to put their 2 cents in to defend their family members and stuff when maybe that's not necessarily the best thing. And, you know, I don't know the situation. All right, here's the mom, Hannah. Sophia was the daughter. That's Jake's daughter that all these murders happened over. So who knows who said what in her family. And maybe that's why they got killed, or maybe they just got killed because they were in the same house of somebody that had said something, or maybe the other people just wanted full custody. I don't know, but it's in Ohio, but it kind of seems like it's the Appalachian part of Ohio, and everybody knows how that shit goes. Me being from southern West Virginia, I can tell you how his shit goes. I don't even need to know all of it to tell you the basic outline of how this shit went down. So, apparently this girl was 15 when she got pregnant. But like I said, there she was. She already had another child after that one, who, thank God, was not harmed. It was only 4 or 5 days old when these murders took place. Hannah Gilley, the only one that's not like a family member, okay? She's the one who had the 6-month-old with the 20-year-old brother, Clarence. And the baby was between them in the bed. Both of them were murdered. The baby was okay, though. Her life revolved around her fiancé, Frankie Rhoden. Well, then maybe Frankie should have put a ring on it before he put a baby in it. And like I said, I'm not slamming this girl. She got caught up in all this shit by getting pregnant by this Frankie guy, and now she's murdered, and her child doesn't have a mother. You know, I hope her parents are able to take care of that baby. This girl was really pretty. I hate that she got caught up with this family of this situation. All right, back to this other family tree. Hannah, 19, had a 4-day-old, had the 2.5-year-old Sophia that the Jake's family, you know, I guess wanted or whatever. And so I'm just wondering why, if Hannah had a baby at 15 or 16, why she wasn't on some type of birth control or something, so we didn't have another 4-day-old. Here's people look like they're going to work logging at the funeral. This kills me. I mean, I know it's Ohio, but they do this shit in West Virginia and stuff like that too. Don't go to court and stuff looking homeless when you're not homeless. Here's their trailers getting hauled away by the police, I guess to check evidence and stuff like that. This was of the trailers of the people that was murdered. All right, here's one of the aerial shots of the trailer before it was moved, of course. Everybody look at the left of that trailer and tell me what you see. If you live in West Virginia or Kentucky, you're going to spot that quick. Here's just another thing. That garage right there, I'm going to note that later on something. It's a nice garage. I like that garage. Okay. Here's the two trailers on that property. I've circled in black. This is a fairly widespread out property. Lots of junk cars, lots of trash, lots of this, lots of that. You know, it's just one of them situations. All right, now in red, the bottom one in red is that garage I said I liked. Now that top one up there in red, that'd be a grow house, I'd think. They said 3 of the 4 crime scenes that day all had large amounts of marijuana. This one had like 1,200 plants or something. That's what I was talking about earlier. Everybody in West Virginia and Kentucky can tell me what that is. They're fighting roosters. They're fighting roosters. That's crazy. First off, that's mean, it's illegal, and they don't even try to hide it. You look at that road right there. Police drive up and down that road every day and see that man is still growing drugs and that man is fighting roosters and they've done nothing about it. Now the guy's dead, and I mean, I'm not trying to slam him because he's dead, but, you know, the police just, there's that really nice house, right, grow house right there. I'm assuming that's the grow house. It looks like it is to me. I could put me a whole lot of horses in there. Here's another really nice barn situation. This is at one of the other scenes. I'm not sure if this is the family that's now been arrested for the murders or one of the 4 murder scenes. But that's a nice garage. There's another nice garage right there. I tell you what, I could put me some horses in all these people's garages. And now they're all either dead or in jail. So, I don't know what's going on with their property. I feel bad for the kids in this situation more than anything. It's horrible. It's horrible. Last thing I want to say on here, this Jake Wagner has also been charged with unlawful sexual conduct with a minor because he had sexual contact with the baby mama Hanna Rhoden when she was 15 years old and he was 20. This is insane.